I absolutely love Keanu Reeves' current year popularity. He is insanely big right now, and it seems like he's only gonna get bigger as time goes on. But him being bigger also means that he got detractors. Some detractors are dumber than others. Seriously, check out this stupid headline. Apparently, because Keanu didn't fulfill the stereotypical male image, that means that he gets to be bashed by people for having a chubby body while spending family day on a boat. I mean, I don't know about you, but that doesn't look like that bad to me. He's still very competent at his fights, so I don't see why this is an issue. Thankfully, this article, which apparently was posted from last year, managed to clarify this for us. Body positivity is for women, not lazy guys with dad bods. That's right, Keanu Reeves. You have to conform with women's ideal version of a man, but women should not conform to men's ideal version of a woman because no strong, independent women should ever conform to a man. That is such a ridiculous request. I just love the utter hostility that these people have towards men. I mean, this is precisely how the kingdoms rise. But hey, let's not take that lesson.
There's more to dad bod positivity than meets the eye. It's appropriation of body positivity culture created by and for women by the usual suspects.
Yes, that's right. The article justifies their hypocrisy by saying that it's appropriation. No, writer, it's called being fair. And you clearly don't want to be fair. You want your side to win and everyone else to lose. In this case, you want men to lose. Sorry to say this, writer, but they are not losing.
You need to understand that you are not the target audience for body positivity. This isn't about you guys, it's about us women.
You're not an intellectual. You're a fake and a fraud.
I just love how you said all of this stuff and being totally oblivious of how narcissistic you sound. It's not about you, it's about me. It's about my self-help, not your self-help. Yes, please keep being hostile and demeaning to men. That won't backfire at all.
Now, don't get me wrong, it's nice that people are starting to accept themselves for who they are instead of succumbing to societal pressure.
You are clearly bothered when people are doing the exact same thing that you did, so you are lying when you said that it's nice.
Although, let's be real, most dad bots probably wouldn't even consider going shirtless at the beach.
You clearly have never been to a beach if you have not seen men with dad bods. Heck, you probably never even went outside, period.
But at its core, body positivity isn't about looking hot.
Now that's just a blatant freaking lie. If it isn't about looking hot, you wouldn't be challenging the beauty standards of today, if you can even call it challenging.
It's about challenging the Western world's patriarchal beauty standards.
See? Told you. And anyway, to this day, I still have no idea how not conforming to the beauty standards being upheld by the so-called Western world's patriarchal beauty standards is challenging it in any significant way. It does make the people who are involved in it more comfortable and accepting with their body, but it doesn't really challenge any beauty standards that are imposed by this society. It just makes people feel more comfortable in their body. That in and of itself is not something that I'm opposed to, but I am, however, opposed to you people calling this challenging anything. You are not challenging society. You are trying to comfort yourself from society's negative feedback. You can't change people's minds in what they find attractive or not. And not to mention, there are many things that society views as beauty aside from physical attractiveness. So if you're adamant on refusing to change your body, then at the very least make improvements in any other parts of you that people might find attractive.
That challenge, by definition, has to exclude white guys to stay authentic to women culture.
Alright then, feminists, that's perfectly fine. I mean, it's not like excluding men from your positivity movement is gonna backfire and cause a kingdom or anything.
Body positivity is for women, led by black women, to celebrate our diverse shapes and sizes, and to finally feel like we belong in a world that has always told us we don't.
So yeah, like I said, you're not really challenging anything. You're just hiding from society's negative feedback. So if you're not willing to change your body, that's perfectly fine. But society is not going to change their negative feedback towards you just because you comfort yourself in other people.
Body positivity is for women who have been systematically oppressed and told their entire lives that they're not good enough. Body positivity is for women who have been taught to hate themselves because they don't look like Barbie, not for dudes who can already pass as Ken.
This paragraph is really funny. For the record, this article was released before the Barbie movie was out, so to see this paragraph in retrospect, especially when rumors circulate that I'm Just Ken is about to be nominated for an Oscar, is even funnier. I mean, for God's sake, Ryan Gosling's Ken got rejected by Barbie, so it's not enough that he has to look like Ken. My point is, both men and women have been told by society that they are not good enough and that they're never ever gonna be good enough. I won't deny that society can be really cruel, and I don't blame anyone seeking comfort from trying to adhere to society's unrealistic expectations. The problem is, you need the people in society. Even a world-class surgeon needs other surgeons to heal them. So if you're not going to conform to their wills, then good luck surviving on your own.
So to the dads flaunting their newfound red stolen body confidence, if you have a dad bod, it's time to hit the gym.
You know what? That's fine by me. We are going to hit the gym and get the body that we desire. You, on the other hand, don't have to hit the gym. You can just be happy with the body that you have right now. You can just convince yourself and other people that your body is perfectly fine and there's nothing wrong with them. But hey, if you change your mind, the gym is always open. There are female-only gyms too, in case you don't want to see those evil, sweaty men. And to conclude this hoopla, the comment section of this godforsaken article is riddled with so much trolls that they had to block new comments to the point where it traumatized our moderators and became a workplace safety and insurance issue, all over reading mean comments on the internet over your garbage take. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first hoopla of the 3 that I want to talk about in this video. Don't worry, we got loads more coming up. And all of these hooplas can be found on my stream channel, SHILL, link down below, go subscribe, and a lot more. New stream every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, let's get to the next hoopla. It still baffles me, even to this day, that for console gamers, in order to play video games online, they need to have online subscriptions. Sony got their PlayStation Plus, Xbox got their Xbox Live, and Nintendo got their Nintendo Switch Online. I don't even play online, but if I do, I would be pissed that multiplayer is totally free on both PC and mobile. I mean, seriously, there's a reason why mobile gaming is booming to this day. The fact that it's ridiculously easy to be playing online through mobile gaming compared to console gaming is quite the travesty. That said, I do have to give credit to the console manufacturers for giving additional benefits for joining their online services, such as discounted or even free games. Nintendo gives other benefits like emulation for their older consoles and some DLC access to certain games. This does at least somewhat mitigate the ridiculous prices. I mean, yes, PC and mobile multiplayer online are totally free, but we don't usually get free or discounted games. Except discounted games happen all the time on Steam for everyone who has a Steam account. Epic Games Store gives away games all the time as well, without you needing to pay for any subscriptions. And emulation is even more advanced on both PC and mobile. So basically what I'm saying is, console gaming's online services are still not offering enough compensation for the players to join their services. Their prices are already pretty bad, but it's especially gonna get worse for PlayStation players when they announce that they're gonna hike the prices of their PS Plus. Look at that yearly subscription price. It's $80 for the Essentials, $135 for the Extra, and $160 for the Premium, which is the only tier that gives you cloud streaming. So thank you, Sony, for making an already crap problem much worse by burdening everyone with more and more bills to pay just to play their favorite games online. That's the thing about console gaming compared to PC gaming. Yes, PC gaming is a lot more complicated, but the initial high cost of the hardwares are totally worth it compared to the monthly bills that you're gonna pay for the freaking online subscription. Seriously, console gamers, mobile gaming in this regard is better than you. Think about that. There's a phenomenon in the workforce that has existed for decades now called quiet quitting. Basically, quiet quitting means you as an employee of a company are doing the absolute bare minimum with the least amount of effort on your job so that you don't get fired. Anyone who has ever worked in their entire lives can totally relate to this. Here's the thing, while quiet quitting is a phenomenon that has existed for decades since jobs have existed, there's also another thing that has existed for decades since jobs have existed, and that is quiet cutting. What is quiet cutting? Well, basically, instead of firing your ass, companies will assign you the absolute worst job that they can offer. It's so bad, you might actually be tempted to just quit on your own. So basically, you are psychologically conditioned and tempted into just straight up quitting your job. Not exactly an appropriate response from a company to treat their workers like this, but companies treating their workers like crap is something that unfortunately happens all the freaking time. And you wonder why unions exist. I mean, as I said before, before, unions are like pregnancies. If you don't want it, don't screw with people. I do find it funny that if I make that comparison, union busting is like abortion, and being a good and responsible manager to your employees is basically like birth control or abstinence. Companies also do this quiet quitting thing because if you quit, they don't have to pay you severance costs. And in terms of your work history, it's much better if you quit or get laid off rather than getting fired. Is it okay for me to tolerate employees for quiet quitting, but not companies for quiet cutting? Yes, it is okay, because jobs in general suck. It's up to workplaces to keep employees' general willingness to work in their company. And if companies chose to do the scummy road of passive-aggressively making employees suffer, then we might as well just loudly quit. And that's all for the videos today. I got more videos coming up for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and huge thanks to all of you guys who have supported this channel. You guys are fantastic. If you want to see your names among these awesome people, then check out the links down below. Just $1 and you are a freaking legend among legends. Seriously, thank you so much, and I will see you all next time.